Come on. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
218, chop, play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Kamara. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
90, Wolf.
Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
And this one complete to Reed. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Set. 60 outlaw.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to
Go. Get it.
They run with Thomas. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, it's Simpson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I'm coming.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down, Kelly. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Taylor, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Hey, let's find out who might play make.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down now, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room to run now. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes... And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie!
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Coming for you.
Clear.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Come on, D.
Come.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Fire.
He'll have a first down past the 40.
You ain't going nowhere.
And down to the 19-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
On first down, Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
59. Rip right, rip right.
Sit up. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Taylor, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Yo, 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 go, go.
Back up, back up.
Right on.
They'll look to throw here. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Taylor, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run on 1st down. It's Simpson. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Thomas. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 53. I don't think you got it.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Ready up.
53 is the mic.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hard.
On second down, it's Simpson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Ready, set.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Squeeze, double. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Kelly now, throwing on 3rd and long. And it's caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
On the double.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and 9 now. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Yep. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Go.
Yeah, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Hey.
Again, to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
61, matchbox lights. Snap.
He'll look to throw. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Yes.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, orbit.
58, boys. 58, Mike. Go. Go.
Hey. Shoot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
4 down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Go. Look, squeeze.
Watch out.
Big grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Mike.
Alert!
Mike. You run. 53. Go.
First throw now for the backup Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
A gain of 14. First down, Jacksonville.
Go.
Motion, motion, motion. 58.
Get.
58.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Let's go.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. I'm here all day.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53's mine. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Now Thomas. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jaguars' 40-yard line.
Half 85, half 85.
Mike. Dude. Watch the safety creep. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
General West.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Watch the curl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, it's Thomas. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
SOS.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Slam.
80 weapon. Say go.
To throw is Kelly. Throwing on 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Check 53, right.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the twist.
Get it.
He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
A gain of 37.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They come out here in the eye.
90 Wolf, 61 Matchbox Lights.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Look at me, zipper!
At the 34-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Way to go.
The give to Taylor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the right side, complete to Taylor. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Now.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Yep.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
No chance.
97's the mic. 97's
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
I got motion.
Back to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Switch.
Protein spill. 5.
Now Taylor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mike.
97's the mic. 97.
Go.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Don't be scared of it.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Hey, watch the slant.
Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Yes, yes. Now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Mike, check. 59.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. That game's now gone final in the Meadowlands. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. A win would be their first of the young season. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Set, ready?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
36. Rock it.
Undercut. Check 43.
Fair. 5.
They'll try the left side. It's Simpson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get ready.
Right back to him on first down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.